Hello, I'm about to show you how I would do your homework 2, problem 2. So this is the drawing that I will show you how I would create. It's one modeling strategy. You can, of course, do it differently. So as you can see here, I have two dimensions, 3.5 and 7. They're both dimensions from here. There is a cross, or it looks like an intersection. So basically that would be the point that I would choose for the coordinate system of my Cartesian coordinate system. So I will have my x-axis like this, and I will have my y-axis like this. And basically I will start here with this arc. As you can see here, 3.50, that would be the coordinate for my circle that I would draw here. And I will create another circle which will be on 3.57, and then the radius 1, and the same as the other one. And then I will use the quadrant option to create these two lines. But first I will show you how to trim. So I will create another line, and I will trim away here what is on the bottom part of the circle, and here what is the top part of the circle. So basically the first circle, 3.50, radius 1, and then I will create a line with snap quadrant option, and then I will use that line for the trimming tool, so it will be my cutting line, and then I will select the part of circle that I would like to remove. So basically I will start a new document with a CAD, like normal drawing template, and it is educational suit, so it's fine. Continue, and then I'll save this to my folder with course name, first and last name, and then your homework number, and then your problem number. I already have the file, so it's asking me what would I like to replace that. So the first thing I should do, I should set up units. And in this case I need inches, and I need only 2 zeros for precision. So its number of decimal places is 2 in this case, okay? And then I like to set the limits. As you can see here, we have around 7 by 9, but I will pick a little bit bigger unit. So I will go 0, 0, and I will say maybe 12 by 12. You see, by default, I have enough room to make this kind of drawing, 12 by 9, but I can change it to 12 by 12. And then I'll start with creating this circle of here, 3.5 and the radius 1, and then I will create another one on the top. So I will say circle, and it's already asking me about the center point, so it's 3.50, and then the radius of circle, which is 1. And then you can maybe double click with your middle mouse key and to have the right zoom, and then zoom out a little bit. So, and then hold the middle mouse key and move it a little bit down, so you can expect maybe your drawing to be in this area. And then I'll create another circle. It will be on 3.5, 7. That's the coordinate of my new circle, and then the radius, you see here it will be somewhere, so the radius is 1. And then I would like to turn on the snapping option. So I like to control situation, and it's really nice if you're a beginner to know how to control snapping yourself. So if you click here in this area, right click settings, and you can clear everything, and then select the quadrant option, and then you can create two lines, one here, and then it's asking me, do I want to create another one? I don't want to do that, so I'll hit escape, and then another one from left to right, and again I will hit escape. So now I have two lines, which are my cutting tools, so I will cut away here on the top one. So this is my cutting tool, the line, and now I want to cut away what I have below. So I will say trim, select the line, hit enter, because it's asking me do I have more cutting tools. In this case I only want to use this line, so I will hit enter, and then I'll select the bottom part of the circle. and then I'm done. I don't really need this line, so I can select it with the left mouse click and delete it. We delete on the keyboard. And again, I would like to trim away here what I have in the circle that I don't need, so I'll select the line, hit enter because I don't have any more any other cutting tools, and I will hit enter, and then the upper part of my circle, and then again I don't need this line. And now I would like to collect these to connect these two arches with the lines that I have in between. You see this line and the other one. So, and I would like to turn on the here, right click, settings, clear everything, and now I would like to use the endpoint, the snapping tool. Okay, so I would use a line and I will create one. So again, escape, another line from here to here, and then escape. And now the next thing that I would like to create will be the, you see I can create either these two arches, and it's important to understand how I will create these arches, and there are like a couple of ways how I can do that. So one way is what I show you in class. I can create a line that starts with 0, 0, and then I will turn ortho, and it will just go somewhere above with this ortho option. You see, like now it's either horizontal or vertical, so I will use the vertical. It doesn't matter how big is that. I will just click somewhere, and then I will use the snapping tool, settings, clear. I would like to use intersection because I would like to create a line from this intersection to left somewhere, and then I will use that intersection line for my arc that I will create, this one to the left. You see this one here. So what I will do, I will select intersection, okay, and then I will create a line from here to the left, anywhere. It doesn't really matter. I just need this intersection. And now I would like to use this intersection here, and I would like to use this quadrant here to create an arc that will go from one line you see here from the quadrant, and the other one is here, intersection of something which is here on 0, 0, and here on half of 7. So I would like to go to OSNAP settings, and I like to turn the quadrant. This is one way to do it. The other way was just to put the coordinates, and I will show you this way. So okay, and now I will create an arc, and I will use the option center start radius, start and radius. And in this way you should use the counterclockwise option. So first I will select the one with quadrant here on the top, and the second one will be the one in intersection, start and radius, and then I will type radius of 4. So start is this one, the end is intersection, and then the radius is 4. You could do the same thing if you knew the coordinates for the start point and for the end point, and you can figure them out from this image. So you see if the center is at 3.57, then this first point will be at, because the radius is 1, it will be on 2.57. And then the second point will be on 0 by x, 3.5 by y. So if you would type these two things and then the 4, you will get the same result. And then I don't really need these lines, so I can delete them. And I can show you the other circle by using the coordinates. So you can use arc with the option coordinates. So here, this is 3.5, so this point will be on 7, because this is symmetrical, and it will be on 7, and by y it will be 3.5. So let me write the coordinate here of this. This would be 7, 3.5. And this other coordinate here, it will be 3.5 plus 1, since we have radius of 1 here, so it's 4.57. and then the radius of 5. So then let's try to do that. So I'll go to AutoCAD, and I'll try to create the same kind of arc, start and radius, and it's counterclockwise. So I should first select the one which is 7, 3.5, and then the other one will be on 4.5, 7, enter, and then the radius is 4. So you see there different ways how you can create these arches. You can either use start and end point and type in the coordinates, or you can use some other snapping techniques. And now I would like to create these lines. You see there these lines which have this snapping option perpendicular. So for this I would need to turn on the end point from here and perpendicular option to go to this line. So I will create these 4 lines. You see this diamond shape in the middle. So I will go to snap, object snap, right click settings, and again I will clear everything, and I need the endpoint and I need the perpendicular option. Okay, and then I'll choose line and go from the endpoint up to and turn off the ortho, because this one is not really a normal horizontal or vertical. So here the endpoint, and somewhere up to here, and then escape, another line, endpoint somewhere up to here, and then escape, and the same thing for the other, from the other side, endpoint, ortho somewhere, line, endpoint, perpendicular somewhere there. That's how I have that other shape. So now I can draw these 2 lines that are coming from the midpoint, and you see they're going down horizontally by something, or I can figure out the other coordinate. So I might create just a line and then trim away the leftovers. So I would like to turn on the ortho, and then again in this settings clear everything, then create the midpoint. So I will create 2 lines from here to somewhere, and then I will trim whatever the leftover is, and then from here somewhere down, and then I can create a line which goes from my coordinate system 0, 0, and goes somewhere. It doesn't matter how big is that, because what I really want to do, I want to trim away what I don't need. So I would use the trim option, and I will select the line I just made that goes from coordinate system and hit enter. That's my only cutting tool, that's why I'm hitting enter, and then I want to trim away these 2 leftovers. And then since I just used this line for construction, I can also delete it. So in this way I created something that went from midpoint and it ended on my x coordinate, x axis. And now I would like to create a line that goes from this endpoint and it ends to this quadrant, or also endpoint. So I can just turn on endpoint option and create these 2 lines in the middle. So I'll go here, right click settings, clear everything, endpoint, okay, and then I'll create 1 line from here to there, escape, and another line from here to there, and then hit escape. And then I would like to create, you see here I have 10 lines that are length of 1, equally spaced. So I would need to create 1 line from this point to the right, and 1 line from here to the left by 1. And then I will copy them. I will create a radial array. So I'll go to AutoCAD, and I would need to create a line, so I can select the endpoint here, and I would just type 1 and 0 in polar coordinates. You see I already have here 1.94. I will just type 1 and hit tab and then hit 0, because the angle is 0 degrees, and then hit escape, and then I'll zoom in a little bit and create another line from the endpoint to the left. So you see the angle is 180 now, so I would type 1 inch, tab, and then 180 is fine. hit escape. And now all I have left to do here in this drawing is to create the polar area. It is here in the Home tab under Modify. So you have Area, Rectangular Area, and here you have the Polar Area. So it's asking me select objects, and I will select the line that I just made. I will first do the right one, and then I will hit enter, and now it's asking me specify center point of area, and I will select this one here. And now it wants to fill the whole circle 360 degrees. I don't want to do that. I will put just 90, hit enter, and I need 10 items, so I will change the number of items, 10. And I don't like direction, it went counterclockwise. I would like to change direction, so all I have to do is to click direction here and then close this area. And then I would like to create another one. So again, polar area. I would like to select this line, hit enter, and again it's asking me for the center point of an area. It's this one here, and again it's filling the whole circle of 360, and I would do 90 and 10 items. 10 items, hit enter, and your drawing is complete. All you have to do then is to write here the text, but before, okay, I can write here your name, so you can say MET120 in your name, and then number of your homework 2, and this is problem 2, and then close the text editor. And since you have this finished, you can go here and do the print, plot, and select anything that has PDF in the name. I'll do, I have Adobe PDF. So, and then select the paper size, the letter is the last one here. What to plot, and you should select center of the plot, fit to paper, and then you can select the window and then select what you would like to plot, this whole thing. And then you'll say OK, and then it will plot, and you'll see the results, and it will take you to the folder. So make sure you go to the same folder where you have this model, and you will see the result in a second. So you will get the PDF. You can go view, rotate view, for example in this case counterclockwise, and it's fine if you have here, because of course we're using educational products. And then you can print this out, whatever you have the printer, or you can submit this through the Blackboard. I will consider that as printed file. Thank you so much for listening to this tutorial, and I hope this will help you. If not, drop by my office anytime during office hours, or if outside the office hours, email me for an appointment.